Hello, hello, everybody, everybody. What's cracking? What's going on? How is everybody doing? Guys, people of the sea, people of everywhere. Types of single people. What kind of single person are you? And if you are a single person, single people can be dangerous, and here's why. Being single can be dangerous. So, a lot of little factors I'm gonna talk about today about single. If you're new to my channel, I talk about random topics. These are my opinions and my opinions only. If you agree, you can agree. If you disagree, you can disagree. Everybody has their own opinions, but I'm gonna be rambling about singleness. And if you want to keep listening, you can keep listening. Totally on you, but that's just a fair warning. Anyways, guys, after that being said, let's continue on to the topic. Types of single people. Types of single people. Since we always have to, we could talk about a topic all day, but you still have to self reflect because a lot of people think about, oh, why are you talking about this subject, blah, 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 blah. Well, first of all, I want to say I've been 9 years single for that long. I have not been in a relationship for about 9 years. So there goes my little background history. By the way, guys, I am still sick. So if you hear me clearing my throat, drinking water, coughing, sneezing, blah, 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 whatever, I'm still sick. I'm recovering from it. My voice is still recovering from it. It's almost gone, I guess. I'm not sure. But yeah, so, anyways, when I tell you that when I say types of single people, I really, really mean it. I mean it in a good way for others to understand that there are many types of single people. It's not just one person's the same. I, like I said, I'm gonna reference myself because of my topic. I'm happily single. Happily. I feel comfortable. I feel amazing. I feel like I just feel amazing. I'm living my life. I'm doing what I want to do. I am basically paying all bills myself, and I have two vehicles, and I'm just totally living my life each and every day. So, my singleness, this is where it can get dangerous. My singleness is my independenceness. Now, when I think about being single for so long, I think about independenceness. When you're single for a long time, guys, you have this bright passion of independenceness. You don't want anybody in your space. You don't want nobody in your bubble. You want to comfortably live life. Now, since I have gotten this independent, it kind of makes me a little bit annoying because I just don't want nobody in my space, and it would feel weird to have someone join my space. My algorithm, no matter if it's driving, no matter if it's being at home, no matter whatever it is. Sure, I like to adventure off with homies because I don't know the definition of a friend, but every now and then I like to go out and enjoy the night with someone, the male or female, mostly males, and I enjoy the night. We drink, we watch something, and it's all like those are the times it's like I like actually being single because I can go out when I want. I can do what I want. I can go where I want. I don't have to be a certain time or nobody's telling me, what to do or anything. So that's where it can be dangerous being single because of that reason, because you're up and about and you're wild and you're free and you feel great about yourself. So your independenceness has a lot, guys, to do with being single and the type of single you are. Okay, so there's that single. So this is freshly single. This type of single is called freshly single. This freshly single is broken. And I understand how freaking heartbreaking it can be when you break up with someone. It's so heartbreaking. And you're over here sobbing and sobbing and weeping. And no matter if you're a male or female, hello, hello, welcome in. No matter if you're a male or female, you're sobbing over this person and you just can't believe that they're gone and you want them back, and then it's just like you know you can't get them back because they don't want you back or you don't want them back, and again that's a little bit again that comes to the complication of what type of single you are. Some of these people they stay single for like a couple of months and then they jump into another relationship. Some people get out of a relationship and then just hop back in the next day of some other relationship. So that type of single hopping and jumping, it doesn't flow. It doesn't flow. Like whenever I see that in reality, and they just broke up with Julia and now they're with Samantha, like what the heck? And it's all like you just broke up with Julia and then now you're with Samantha. It's like, oh well, I gotta find someone to love and to care for, or for that moment, because again, we don't know. I don't think this generation, well, the times that we're living in right now, knows anything about love. We only know things about liking each other and basically lusting each other. We only know kind of those times. It's very rare to find that little love sensation towards another person right away after you got out of a relationship. And the thing about that too is kind of jumpy is that hello, hello, welcome in. I see you in here. Is that why would you want to jump from a relationship to another relationship? It is what I call someone that can't be alone. When someone cannot be alone at all, they feel the need to have someone beside them, holding hands, cuddling at night, someone to talk to in the middle of the night, someone to text, hey, how you doing? How baby? Those kind of things. Whenever it comes to that, that's your insecurity because you cannot love yourself. Period. Whenever you start loving yourself, like in my situation, I started loving myself and I'm basically independent. You don't go and carry on to someone else because you gotta love yourself first. And nobody's ever gonna care about you. As it's kind of sticky. I can't, it's kind of sticky, but not too many people are gonna actually care about you. Some people they will. Like I said, it's kind of sticky because it goes like different subjects and ways. Some people will care about you. Some people will, shine the light and moon and stars for you. Some people will throw petals for you. It all depends on the person. When when I think about single people, I want to know why they're single. And sometimes I hear that they're oh, I don't want to be in a relationship because, and the main reason is because if a person does not want to be in a relationship right now at the moment, hands down to you because that's key. That is key because what that person is telling me is that they're trying to find themselves. A lot of these people, men or women, they don't realize how to find themselves. They don't realize what path they should take, and they don't they just have this insecurity of themselves that they need to have someone. And it's just like it gets annoying. But when someone tells me that I'm not looking for a relationship right now, again, that's hands down, pray on you because that is awesome. That is amazing. That when I find that, I'm like all props to you because this is what you need to do. You need to find yourself. You need to figure out yourself. You need to figure out if you want to higher your education. You want to figure out if you should move to a different state or different country or like you need to figure out yourself, explore. So there's that type of single. Another type of single, which again kind of ties into earlier what I said, is a a single person that it's kind of wrong to say, but that goes on the dating apps constantly trying to find a person. Guys, guys, dating apps. Oh, dating app singles, guys. Dating app singles. I only tried it like probably 5 years ago and some change just to see, but there is no one I actually particularly like, and I don't even know my type. And it's like a person, you can make up a person in their profile, but is that actually who they are? Like, but it's just like my brain starts wiring up because I want to know about the person. I don't want to just know about their photo, the picture, the profile. And so like these people that go onto these dating apps trying to find a date. And then it's like the same thing with bachelors and stuff. It's like you're just picking and choosing, finding all these females and males and stuff, and it's like, oh, I should go on the dating app and go look for someone that has the same interest as me, that likes to go out and adventure. Again, guys, I said this in my past live stream. You don't want another you. You actually don't. Like it would be fun. It would be fun to get another you. Like I want a person that's passionate about cars. I want a person that's passionate about this and passionate about that. Like you're picking and choosing like what you want from this person. And so the app over here, I'm not sure this might be generated different, but the app's over here saying, oh, this person, you may have the same interest. Y'all like rock music. Y'all like this. Like again, you're picking and choosing what they actually like, and it's all like I don't know. It's just so many mixed of emotions when I think about dating sites. It's all like, and then on top of that, women again. I'm gonna say this all the time. Women are much much prettier. So every man out there is like, oh my gosh, she's hot. She's hot. Maybe she needs. Okay. Oh, she's hot. She's hot. And it's all like once you see that, they start picking and choosing the hot woman. Then it's all like, why didn't you choose the fat lady? Why didn't you choose old granny over here? Why did you have to choose the hot woman over the freaking granny over here that's just trying to get some loving? So like, so again, it's a whole big mix of emotion. So it's all like these people on these dating apps, like I should go get on a date. I want to find a man. I want to find a woman. And it's all like that's not the right way to find a person. To me, in my mind, the right way to find a person, it will naturally happen. It will happen all of a sudden. Oh, but I don't go out. I don't go out anywhere. You're at work a lot. Yeah, finding love at work or finding someone at work is very common. Very, very common. That's why a lot of people are in a relationship in at work. But other than that, it comes to that little topic where it's all like, yeah, dating apps. Oh my goodness. Let me go refill my cup. I'll be right back, guys. This is a good topic, guys. Types of single. All right. This is where I say another type of single. This is a type. This is a single type of single. What is that? Single type of person. Single type of person that's single. This is the main one right here. Is sometimes when you're in a relationship, you're very cooped up. Very cooped up. Maybe you've been in the relationship for like maybe 3 years and some change. It's called Yay! Freedom! Single! Yeah! Party! So that the type of single is insane. Because I've seen multiple types of people that are single that are absolutely going crazy. Crazy single. I don't know if we could say it like that. But they're over here going out, partying every day, getting drunk, going crazy, going out with the guys or going out with the girls and just, doing, the sniffs and doing the W, they're going crazy. They're just literally because they were balled up inside this relationship and they finally have that freedom. And it's so like, oh, whoa! They're in party mode, like literally. And they're going out, they're venturing out, they're exploring, they're finally getting to explore. They're finally getting to go out and about. Let's say going to a different country, going on vacation somewhere. They going to the Bahamas, going to Mexico, going to like different Colorado, going everywhere. Like they're in explore mode. That it is a big ball full. And that type of single is like let loose. Go ahead. Explore. And I am all up for that, guys. I am all up for that because you know what that is? I feel like I call it. It's kind of like a big one in a way. I find it finding yourself. You may not like the way that sounds. Like, okay, so finding yourself, you gotta go party and stuff. No, you're actually taking all that cooped up energy that you've had in the relationship where you couldn't do all that stuff. You couldn't go out. You couldn't hang out with the guys. You couldn't go play ball on your own. You couldn't do this. Like you're finally exploring yourself, and that's your emotions. Now I do see a lot of people do that, and then they finally start simmering down. They start focusing on themselves, and focusing on their business, focus on themselves and stuff like that. And they become amazing. Like they will go explore, um, lust every girl or every guy. Like, they'll start picking and choosing. I want to lust this person. I want to lust this person. Let's like they'll start. It sounds very slutty. I could say that it does sound slutty when you're sleeping with all types of women or men and stuff like that. But that's a type of single because it's all like I get to explore. I get to explore different women. I get to explore different men and blah 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 blah. And so like they're going crazy. They're going wow. And that type of single, like I said, I'm all ears for it because again, that's working on yourself, basically getting all that out, like all of it. Now, there's some people out there that are still in their 37s. I'm not gonna name any names, but that are still partying like they're 21. And it's all like, okay, I think you should slow down. Like, but then at the same time, it's all like the person they want to know, hello, hello, welcome in. Don't be shy, come say hi. They want to be in a relationship, but they don't know how to because now that they've been single for maybe a year and some change, now that they've been single, oh, give me a sec. They're trying to figure out themselves. They're trying to figure out if they can be loyal, and it's very interesting, guys. Now, a lot of these single people they question themselves: could I be loyal? Could I find a person to be loyal to? And it's very questionable. And don't get me wrong, I've seen many people struggle on this. Many people. No, I'm not exaggerating. Many people struggle with this. It's interesting to see it because it's all like, especially me for males. Um, I could see it a lot in the males, and the reason being is because I'm always hanging out with the males. So whenever I notice that they have blocked me, or they're no longer talking to me, or they just delete the whole account, immediately, immediately I know that they're in a relationship. So they cut me off. And it's very sad. It's very sad. Very sad on my part, but I got used to it. To being cut off because the male went into a relationship and a serious one. And it's all like, where's my drinking buddy? Or, Where's my party animal guy that I can hang out with? Oh, there he goes. He went into a relationship. Now he don't want nothing to do with me. Because, A, for once, how are you going to be in a relationship with with me and I'm a female and then you tell her that you're going out with me and it's just like it kind of sticky. It's very sticky. So it's all like it makes sense because he wants to cut me off, not only because of the relationship, but because it would be weird in action. That's I made a live stream a while back about males being friends with females and like it was a long time ago. So yes, I really do get sad when I meet a male that's single, and I'm not trying to be with them. I'm not trying to be with them. I just want to chill, hang out, talk about cars, talk about something, and then uh and then like cherish that little moment. I cherish that little moment. I cherish that little moment because I'm all like, dude, maybe one day you will know we will no longer talk to each other. And then they asked me like, why would you say that? And it's all like because once you get into a relationship, you will cut me off. There's no way I have not had one male friend that has not cut me off because they went into a relationship. That's the sad truth. I have not had one male. I mean, just think about it. Like if you say that, let's say, I know a person, and it's all like, oh, I can't. I'm with Sally now, and Sally doesn't approve of us hanging out because Sally knows that we did the dirties. You did the dirties with that person, and so like, why would Sally want you to hang out with me because you did the dirties? So like, you see where my flow is. I mean, that's a good flow. So that type of single is just like, you know, very interesting. The party mode single I'm talking about. And another type of single is there was another type. Oh, exploring different types of single. No, what not single, but exploring different types of people, such as being. It sounds wrong, but let's just say liking another person. So you were hurt by Jesse so much. Jesse hurt you a lot, and now you're like F Jesse, F men, F him. So now you switch over to a woman, and then it's all like, oh, okay. I didn't know you were bisexual. I didn't know you were lesbian. I didn't know you were gay. I didn't know you were transsexual. Like all these other names that they have out here now. And it's all like sometimes that type of single, you start realizing and saying to yourself, maybe men are just not for me, or maybe women are just not for me. And then it's all like you turn the tables, and you now you are looking for another female to go out with. It's very interesting. So that's the type of thing. Hold on, coworkers texting me. So that type of single. Another type of single is um, trying to find yourself. This is very rare, but it's there. Another type of single is trying to find yourself through religious. And I already talked about this a while back, and if you haven't seen that video, it's called "Respecting Other People's Religions." I understand that every person has a different belief, but sometimes people they don't know where to turn because they're so heartbroken. They don't know if they should get in a relationship. So now I just watched a movie actually. It's about like a nun, and one nun said to the other nun, basically was, I never found love in a man other than Jesus Christ, God Himself, the glory. And they said that I would never put myself through that much pain to be with a person, to love someone that they hurt me so much. It's on the movie, and then I forgot the name of the movie, but it's like a nun movie, and it's a like how the nuns are there at church. They preach every day for specifically Jesus Christ and stuff, and they don't want nothing to do with life. They don't want to live their life. They want to live their life preaching to to love and respect God Himself. And it's very sad to me. It's very sad that none has to go through that. But there's some types of people out there that want to stay single forever and not enjoy the whole entire world, not enjoy outside life, and just coop themselves up into religion. I understand. It's very heartbreaking to understand that it's sticky. And my favorite word is sticky, guys. But it's sticky. It's all like I hate being hurt myself. Cough. I hate being hurt myself. So I'm all like, well, I don't want to hang out with anybody, and because I don't want to get hurt. But at the same time, you sometimes you have to hang out with people and figure out how you can cope with hurtness. And just last year, I just made a video about that. Hold on. And it's just it's very interesting. Very interesting. So that type of single, when you turn into religion, that's on you. That if you want to turn to religion, being single, that's totally on you. I don't know, but that's a type of single. Okay, so we touched up on a lot of singles over here, being wild and free, being party animal. Some men, they like I said, the reason why I reference men because I'm around them. But some men, they're in party mode so much that they're trying to settle down, but they don't know how to commit. They don't know how to do those things because all that stuff is behind their chest. Um, how are you gonna tell a female all of a sudden that you want to settle down with her, and then you think about all your past. It's kind of, oh man, it's kind of sticky, but you think about all your past, and then she tells you she asks you how many women have you been with, and you say way too many. How is that going to make the other person feel? Like, in that perspective, the same thing with females. It sounds very slutty on females than males. Like, it's weird, but the way I see it, whenever you're trying to commit to a person, one and only, and then you find your background history, it's all like, you know, why you want to settle down now is the question for the other person to feel. But if the other person is okay with you settling down right now, that's totally fine. But it's all like you still have that behind your back. You still have all the experiences. You still have all that party mode. And on I think a while back I seen an application which is crazy, on a job application saying something about you like to party, you like to get it all out of your chest, then you'll later on simmer down. And then it's all like that's true facts, just true reality. A lot of people are in party mode and stuff. They're like, oh well, I want to settle down with this person. And again, how would you tell the person that you're simmering down with that you effed so many chicks, you partied so hard, you got drunk, you fought so many people, like your whole background history for that entire time. But yeah, it's very questionable, right? But yeah, so I'm almost done with my video. Hello, hello, welcome in. So the types of single guys, there's so many out there. Sometimes people just got to figure out themselves. I figured out myself. I knew I had to stay single for a very long time. I don't care what it took. My goal in life was to stay single for at least 10 years plus. That's my goal. And I'm already almost there. I've got one more year. And so, like, I find it a big goal because it's like I found my independenceness. I found everything I wanted to do. I did everything I wanted to do. I have everything I wanted to have. And it's so like, somebody being in my space kind of like is very triggering. But again, single people it can be dangerous, if you're single for too long. And then again, what type of single are you? Party animal single, single that you want to just hang out and that's it, have fun, chill, relax, just playing the video games all day, like just don't give a f, start just having the side pieces and stuff, okay? Because there's that type of single too, the side pieces. Like, I want to be in a relationship, I just want to f, you know. It happens. It does. It truly does. But I gotta tell you, from being single for this long, it's a journey. It is a journey. And I love it. So let me know in the comment section down below, what type of single are you? Types of single people can be dangerous. And that's the whole point of my little video, is like, how can it be dangerous? Toxic, dangerous. It can be all kind of dangerousness. Some people go through a whole bunch of relationship drama that I don't want to deal with it no more. Some people go through stuff. They're like, oh no, never mind. Some people want that. That toxicness in their life. They're like, I want a man to be needy. I want a woman to be needy. Like, there's so many types of single people. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.